just about to make a comment. I knew it was going to happen. I knew the batteries were going to go dead, because I was just about to make a comment about how long the battery life has been on this camera. Since I purchased this camera, shoot, I think it's been almost 2 weeks ago now, I've been running on one set of batteries. And that would be my trusty Sanyo Inner-Loop batteries. Now these things are expensive, but you can get knockoff versions now. Basically just look for anything that says pre-charged rechargeables and you'll be good to go. And they have, Rayovac has a version. Rayovac's version is actually really easy to identify the packaging right now, because it has a big pink sticker that says, just like lithium is what it says on the sticker. Meaning that it has a higher capacity, and they also don't drain because they have that special loopback circuit built into them that keeps them from discharging like normal nickel metal hydride batteries. So these are still nickel metal hydride, but they have a special loopback circuit built in. It's a little circuit that runs from one end of the battery to the other and basically keeps the battery from draining, from self-draining, which is the has been the failure of nickel metal hydride technology, is you can't leave them sitting on a shelf for very long because they drain in a couple of months' time and you have to recharge them again. So they're really no good for, or have not been any good for long-term usage, like in clocks or in remote controls or anything like that. That's why nickel metal hydrides have always been for high drain devices like digital cameras, remote controlled cars, or power tools, or anything like that with a motor, or anything that's going to discharge really fast. Up until now you hadn't been able to really use one of these type batteries for a clock, remote controls, or anything like that. Now with this technology you can. These batteries can sit for 2 or 3 years and only lose about 80% of their charge because of that special loopback circuit built in. So you can charge these up, leave them sitting in your drawer for several months, a year, and not have to worry about them being dead when you really need them. Like I said, these are Sanyo Inner-Loops. I really like them, but I bought these at a time before the patent had expired or whatever it is. However, the other battery manufacturers have figured out a way around the patent or something. Like I said, there's several knockoff versions now. Rayovac makes some, Energizer makes some. Basically just look for anything that says pre-charged rechargeable. They'll feature it prominently on the package, the fact that it's pre-charged. These are the ones you want to look for now. And I really encourage you to look for these and use these in everything that you have that takes batteries. Now, I hate to be one of those hippies, tree hugger types that say, save the planet, but these really can save the planet, because you can reuse them over and over again. And now that they've solved the draining problem, the self-draining problem, there is really no reason to buy alkaline batteries anymore. Not when you have these and you can charge them up to 1,000 times. I mean, it's just senseless. Anyway, Sanyo Inner-Loops, if you want to buy the original, the name brand, they still sell for about anywhere from $13 to $15 for a package of 4. That's pretty expensive, but then again, these are the original technology. They last forever, and they are just fantastic. Now, with that being said, the knockoff versions, or I don't want to say knockoff versions, but it's a kind of a knockoff on the technology, but you can get Rayovac, Energizer, or whatever for around $7 or $8 a package of 4 pre-charged batteries that use the same type of technology, keep themselves from self-draining. They have a special loopback circuit. So anyway, I'm getting off the tangent here. These are, what are they? 2,000 milliamp hours, I think is what it says there. Standard 1.5 volt, or actually 1.2 volt, I think is what rechargeables end up being, but it's AA compatible batteries. These are AA size batteries, using any AA device, including and especially digital cameras. And I've had these in this camera. I took them out of the drawer the day I got the camera, put them in the 2-hour charger and charged them up, stuck them in the camera, and I've been using this exact same set, have not charged them again for the last 2 weeks. And you guys that have been watching my channel know that I've done a lot of video shooting. I've probably shot 2 hours worth of video, and I probably shot a couple of hundred photos, maybe 10 of those photos with flash, so I haven't shot very much flash photography. But I mean, that's a ton of usage for one set of batteries. I have to give credit to Canon for one thing, and I have to give credit to Sanyo for another, and nickel metal hydride rechargeables in general. That's one of the things that I love about this Canon SX20 and most of the Canon cameras, is that they use AA's, standard AA's. Now, granted, 4 of these AA's takes up a little bit more room than your standard little battery pack, but they give you a lot more power. They give you a lot more usability, because if you perchance run out of these rechargeables or whatever when you're on vacation and you don't have quick access to a charging station, well, you can go buy a pack of alkalines and get a little bit more use out of the camera. Granted, these cameras will eat alkalines like candy, but you have that option. You know, can't tell you how many times I've been on vacation or something like that, and my batteries have run down, and I've needed, you know, a quick replacement. And with the Panasonic that I had, it had a proprietary battery pack, and so once you ran out of your battery packs, well, you're just screwed until you can recharge them. With a camera that takes AA's, you have, you know, limitless possibilities. You're only limited by your memory cards, and I always keep plenty of those around. So again, exceptional battery life on the camera. These are 2,000 milliamp hour batteries. You know, I can't even, what I've got in here now, what I'm using to record now, are some of those railbacks that I was talking about. And let me see if I can show you guys those. I couldn't find the package. Look like I've opened both packages, and they're both being used now. All 2 sets. I've got 2 sets of these, 2 sets of 4. Here's the current packaging that they're using. It varies a little bit from the packaging I had. So if you look for these, this is what they look like now, and they say hybrid technology, but you want to look for ones that say pre-charged or whatever, and this happens to be the railbacks. I've had pretty good luck with them. You know, it tells you both packaging, even the older packaging that I have, says lasts 4 times longer than your typical batteries, whatnot. They say hybrid or lithium-like or like lithium. The ones that I have a big pink sticker here that says just like lithium or something like that. I really encourage you to look for these. You can see these here says this is a package of 8. It's 2 packages of 4 actually for $12.90. So it ends up being what, less than $7 a pack of 4, which is about what I said. This is from Amazon, but you can find them. You could actually find them anywhere, any brick and mortar store, or most of them. I actually bought mine at Fry's Electronics, but you should be able to find them now at Best Buy, and even if you're lucky, at Wally World, Walmart, or one of the other brick and mortar places. So I've just made a 10-minute video on batteries. I can't believe it. Take care.